And
Charlotte.
I know a couple of people are going to be jumping on, but okay. So wanted to, there's Amanda Embry. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. Oh wait, that's not Amanda Embry. I bet it's Ashley. I was so happy for a second. I'm happy to see you too, Ashley. But I bet that's actually logged on as Amanda Embry.
Yeah, I think she's logging off and switching.
Totally. Yeah. Hey Ash, you're logged on as Amanda Embry. I was getting excited for a second. I'm excited to see you too, Ashley. Hi. You're logged on as Amanda Embry. Just so you know.
I don't know how to get out of that.
It's fine. It's fine.
You know who I am. Sorry.
I saw your name and I was like, oh, Amanda.
Sorry to let you down.
And okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start. There's gonna be a couple girls. I know Emily's hopping on and a couple other people, so we'll just keep rolling with it as people are hopping on. So I wanted to just kind of gather everyone together and talk for a few minutes about our day in Galveston, and just kind of share with you guys, for y'all that are going to watch the recording back, and for those of you that are on tonight, just talk to you a little bit about what it was like and the purpose of the day in Galveston. And if you have not been a part of any of the leadership events with Stella and Dot, they're really great. And I specifically love listening to Mike Lohner, and Ashley and Brooke are going to attest to that too. But because he just gives good life advice, not necessarily, I mean, obviously it applies to Stella and Dot, but it's just good advice. Like, it's like talking to your dad. And he is just so wise, and he has a fresh perspective on things. And so it's just one of the perks of being in leadership. And so it's another thing to aim for. But one of the things that kind of his overall arching topic for the day was intentionality and living with intention and being intentional. And he talks about what that means and the difference between someone saying, well, I have really good intentions, versus someone who is living with intentionality. And someone that has good intentions is a feeling, an emotion, whereas living with intentionality, I love that Molly's like putting her daughter to bed. Living with intentionality is putting action into practice. So that's kind of what he told this story about playing golf. And I'm not going to go through the entire story of everything that he talked about, but he talks about how he has basically been playing golf for years. And one of the things that he always aspired to do is to play on the Senior Masters Tour. And I'm not a golf pro by any means, but he goes to tell the story that he starts the tournament, and he plays golf all the time, and he was invited to play at this invitational, and that qualified him for the next tournament. And then he went from one tournament to the next tournament, and he found himself on Sunday morning or Saturday morning waking up to play, with the very real possibility of playing on television on Sunday morning, which was his dream for years and years. And he showed up and he started playing, and the first couple of holes were really good, but then it slowly went downhill, and he finished the day really, really far behind. He did not get to play on television on Sunday, and he came home, and he was back at his club that he plays at in Dallas, his golf club, and one of the golf pros came up to him and said, "Oh, how was it?" And he said, it was okay, but I was really disappointed. I was really hoping to get to play in the tournament on Sunday, but it's all right. I gave it my best shot. And he said that he was hoping that the guy was going to look at him and say, "It's okay. You did your best. The senior tour is really difficult. Out of tens of thousands of players, you were in the top 100. It was awesome." But the guy didn't say that. He looked at him and he said, "Mike, don't pretend that you tried to qualify for that tournament, because you didn't." And he said, "Well, of course I tried." He said, "No, you didn't. If you would have tried, you would have had a game plan. You would have had an action plan. You would have put something into place. But don't go out there, and nobody just happens upon the senior tour in golf. Like, you actually have to have a plan, and you have to train for it." And he said, on one hand, I was really offended, but on the other hand, I stepped back and I thought, he's exactly right. Like, I wasn't intentional about it. I had good intentions. My intentions, of course, were to win, that I wasn't intentional in my training. And so he just applies that to everything in your life, as well as Stella and Dot. And so I put together a little graphic, and I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can see what this little graphic looks like that he did. Can you guys see this?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so he talked about good intentions versus intentionality, and what somebody would say that has good intentions, or what they would feel. And he said that good intentions is a fantasy, but in living with intentionality is a strategy. And that someone who has good intentions is very passive, but someone that's intentional is active. Someone, I love this, really hit home with me, because he said someone that has good intentions does something occasionally, but someone that lives with intentionality is consistent, and they do something consistently. And the next one, he said that there is someone that does something based on emotion and a feeling has good intentions, but someone that is intentional is going to be disciplined with what they're doing. And so I love the last thing that he said, which was that if someone has good intentions, they're going to say, I want this, I want that, I want to be a star stylist, I want to have more trunk shows. But someone who is intentional is going to say, I am that. I am going to have more trunk shows. I am going to be a star stylist, or I am a star stylist, and talks as if they are instead of if they want. So I loved that. I thought that it was really eye-opening for me to see that and to hear that from him, and that it really changed my perspective on sometimes what I think I am actually doing. In my mind, I'm putting a lot of things into actions because I think about Stella and Dot a lot in my mind when I'm driving, when I'm listening to a song on the radio, when I'm talking to my kids, and I'm having a conversation with someone. I'm thinking about what I'm doing, but I haven't actually made a plan or put it into action. And so I thought that was really great what he said, and that you can't just think about something or feel something, feel the emotion. You actually have to put it into practice. So I asked Brooke and Ashley to also share a couple of things that they heard that they loved while they were there. So let's see, Ashley first.
Am I good?
Yep, you're good. We can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, so like she said, I feel like his talk was one of my favorites for a Stella and Dot thing that I've been to. I feel like I've been to I don't know how many trainings now, but it was definitely my favorite, practical and not kind of run of the mill, do this with your business. It was more just this is a day-to-day things, you could do in your life, and the kind of people that this will attract in your life and the effect that will have. So I told Callie that I wanted to talk about focusing on your strengths, because that was one of the things that stuck out to me, because I've realized obviously very early on that I have a different personality than Callie and a different personality than Brooke. And I really don't like Brooke, but we get along. I'm just kidding. No, I'm joking. I love her. Anyway, so, but they're going to have strengths that I don't have, and that's okay. And then there are going to be things that I'm good at that they might not be good at, and focusing on those things that, the three things that he talked about were, what do I cry about? What do I sing about? And what do I dream about? And those were three really good questions to think about, just in general. What are you passionate about? What do you love? What do you think that you've been gifted to do? And how can you apply that to your business practically? And how can you put others first in your business and in that way? If you're going to have a team, or if you're going to do this for your family, or just be with a community of ladies, are y'all texting while I'm talking?
Emily is or Sylvetta is
Callie?
asking me how to get on.
Is she frozen? Oh, I thought Brooke said.
Oh,
Anyway,
Brooke and I?
so
I was answering Sylvetta. She's trying to get on the phone.
sorry. I can pause. But no, anyway, I was just thinking about how that really spoke to me to focus on my strengths and not get discouraged about that, not getting discouraged, but focusing on my strengths, being consistent, and if I'm not doing something, then that's my responsibility, you know, and there's other ways that I can reach out and to think outside of the box and to take what I've learned and apply it to my own life and apply it to my personality or how I work and make that work and not try to fit into, you know, somebody else's box and try to repeat what somebody else has done, you know? And so he's just very encouraging and even talked about doing, like, if you like to paint, if you like to write, if you like to, I don't know, sing, whatever, you know, those kinds of things, you don't have to push off to the back burner. Sometimes, like he talked about golf, can help him with his business because he's a happier person when he's golfing, when he's doing something that he's passionate about. And I think probably when you're trying to run a little business on the side and then you have kids and you have a family and you have all this stuff, you can kind of push off the things that you love or that you're passionate about. And he said, you know, make time for those things. Maybe not at the sacrifice of your kids or your business, but try to make a way to, you know, fit that into your life and write 5 minutes or read that book or go do something with your friends or do that thing you're scared to do. Because it will make you, I think, in general, all around, be more successful. And I think that with me, when I'm the most lazy in my life in general, maybe not lazy, but when I'm just not proactive on things, I like everything suffers. And when I've got 100 million things going on and I'm passionate better. So I think that was just a really good reminder to sort of, you know, remind myself and refocus on that.
Awesome.
The end.
Thanks, Ashley. All right, Brooke.
Myself. Hey guys. Okay, so Ashley totally stole what I was supposed to be talking about.
Ooh, scandal.
And Ashley, we were texting about you just a second ago. I said you stole what I was supposed to be talking
she
about.
did text me that.
But I can change because I got so much out of getting to listen to Mike Lohner and get to be in the same room with him. It was really, really, really inspirational. To kind of touch back on what Ashley was just saying, I wrote something down that he said. It says, when you have a signature strength, if you take the time to do that today, you'll be happier 6 months from now. And that like has really like stayed with me since last week. And, you know, like a lot of times, like Ashley was saying, we forget what we're doing and we get busy in our lives and we push off the things that we love because we know they'll be there tomorrow. But if you just stop and take 5 minutes, you really will be a happier person doing something you love than all the laundry or the grocery shopping or the dishes. All of that can wait, and you can do something that you love to fill your cup. And I think somebody told me this a long time ago, but fill your cup up first, and you'll be the
totally did steal your question. Sorry.
The other thing I want to talk about, I don't even understand what Ashley said. So
I know, she's like breaking.
Yeah. Was that he talked about like 4 key things when you're acting intentionally. Mm-hmm. So the first thing he said is that you will change when you act intentionally, and being intentional about things. You're just going to change. It will become a habit. And then the second thing he said will happen was people around you will change. And I've kind of thought about that. And maybe that the people around you won't change, but maybe like they won't change mentally or physically, but the people that you're hanging out with will change. It won't be the same people. So it could be either or. And then the third thing he has said is you will start attracting intentional people towards you. And then the fourth thing is your life story will change. And he had like talked about writing your book and making it a book that you want to read at the end of your life, and how he was, if he was going to die tomorrow, that he was perfectly fine with it because he felt that he'd lived his life intentionally and he was good with it. So all that really stuck with me. And you guys just, if you ever get to be in a room with him with 20 people, do whatever you can, take the opportunity and get there. It was a really, really great day. And I had to spend it with Ashley. So, ew.
They really do like each other. Don't let them fool you. They just act like this all the time. One of my favorite parts is at the very end of the day when Lauren Palmer, who is on our Greater Team Amethyst, asked the question at the end, how do you prevent getting discouraged? What do you do when you get discouraged? And I loved his response. And he said, you have to wake up and get inspired every single day. You have to find something that inspires you every day. And beyond that, he said, you have to think about what is your, oh, you scared me. I was like, here's Child's in the background. Go to bed. That's mine. He said, what is it that is discouraging you? Because it's normally something, you're discouraged about something that you feel like you're not doing well at. So like say that you're discouraged in your diet plan that you set out with for the new year. Then why are you discouraged? Probably because you're not doing the actions. And if you're discouraged with your Stellan business, you're discouraged because you haven't been booking. Well, why haven't you been booking? Probably because you haven't been talking about it enough, or you're not saying the right things, or you haven't reached out to me, your sponsor, and we haven't done some role playing things. So he's like, the antidote to fear. And it's really probably something you're afraid of, right? You're afraid of failure, or you're afraid of someone telling you no. So he said, your discouragement comes from a place of fear. And the antidote to fear is action. And so if you will, like, basically, and I just kind of imagine you turning to the side and facing that fear, a lot of times it will help you overcome that discouragement and pull yourself out of kind of like a funk. So I love that too. So I hope that you can take maybe a couple of nuggets out of that, because that's how we're going to earn a piece from the new collection. So keep in mind and stay tuned for the end of this when I tell you how to do that. But we're going to kind of move on unless anyone has questions, comments. I know Emily hopped on, Kim is on. So
I have a question.
Is still trying to get on. Yes.
So does that mean that I can't win a piece from the new collection?
No, you can.
Okay. I was just clarifying because I really love the new collection.
Okay. Anyone else have questions or comments about what we shared? The first thing, one thing he did say was, you've got to be at Hoopla, like 100%. Okay. Yes. Kim, question? No, we're good?
No.
Okay.
I know I'm good. Thanks.
I saw your little green light up, so I thought maybe you had a question. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is, since we're talking about training and leadership things, we're going to talk about boot camp real quick. Boot camp is Saturday, April 16th. It's $25 to register. If you have not registered and you are thinking, you're on the fence about whether or not you're going to go, 100% you need to be there. Danielle is coming in from home office. It's going to be awesome. And Kelly Wenzel's coming down. Amanda Embry's coming. Some of the girls from leaders from Amethyst are going to be there. So it is a training. You're going to get swag. I don't know what we're going to get, but we're going to get something. And we're going to see the entire new collection. At 11 o'clock is a Meet Stella and Dot. You guys, with the sign-up incentive happening right now, this is the perfect thing to invite any potential stylist to. They're going to get a free piece of jewelry just for attending. And Danielle is going to do the Meet Stella and Dot. So if you feel like you don't have good words to say, get them there to the Galleria on a Saturday. It's not hard to get down there. And just have them show up for an hour. They're going to get a free piece of jewelry. We're going to have some coffee. They normally have some snacks going on. It's from 11 to 12. And then our training starts at 1. And they're welcome to stay for our training if they want to, but they certainly don't have to. So our training is from 1 to 5. And then after our training, Danielle is going to Allie's house. And Allie lives over behind IKEA off of I-10. And she is going to do a champagne toast just to congratulate the Team Diamond. So that's boot camp. I know I'm going. I believe Ashley is going. Molly, you coming? Boot camp?
Yeah, I want to.
Molly's coming. Brooke's
I'm gonna
coming
try
to the
to
toast.
I'm gonna try to like finagle a way to get there. I'm gonna go to Meet Stella and Dot in the morning.
Okay, perfect. And I think Kim's coming. And
Yeah, And I can taxi drive, that's fine.
Okay, perfect. And Emily's going to go to the one in Minneapolis. Right, Emily? I think she's on the phone. She might be muted. Okay. All right, we're moving on to the new collection. Raise your hand if you loved the new collection webcast and everything in the new collection. I'm obsessed with the blue. I love kind of this boho chic thing going on. I think several of these wrap bracelets, friendship bracelets are coming back. I think it's amazing. These wrap bracelet things that you wrap several times are just super cool. So I'm excited about that. And so let's talk about sampling tips and what you should sample, because I know that's I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna get it all. But I was very strategic before a new collection comes out, and I have product credit hidden in different products and different pockets, and I've earned some product credit, so I'm gonna be able to get most of the collection. But if you can't do that, then and that's also another benefit of being a star and above, is that we get the 1,000 for $198. But most of you guys, and speaking of that, let's talk about who has earned their 500 for 99 coupon, and that would be Carly, Molly, Emily, Brandy, Sarah, Brooke, and so many of you are super, super close, and I can help you figure out how close you are if you reach out and you don't know how far you are from getting your 500 for 99 coupon. But if you're wondering what to get, so you're like, I don't know what I should sample. First of all, you need to sample what you love. And I would not stress so much about, oh, I'm never going to buy this, or no one's ever going to buy this. You need to sample what you love. But also look at your collection. Like I know with mine, I have hardly no silver at all in my collection. So I'm going to need to sample some silver things. And I knew that when this collection was going to come out. So I also wanted to show you guys, have y'all, you guys seen where the recommended list is in the lounge? Do you guys know where this exists? Okay, I'm going to show Molly. Do you know where it is? Yes. Kim, do you know where it is? Okay.
I think I've stumbled across it, but I couldn't tell you right now how to get there.
Okay, well, I can post directions. I was going to share my screen with you guys, but I think most of y'all know how to find it. It's in the lounge under the product launch. And they actually have you guys seen the optimal display? Have you clicked through all the pictures of what they recommend? So they actually place out, it'll say like existing stylist recommended display, and it will tell you a 10 tray display or a 5 tray display, and it will show you kind of how to visually merchandise that. So I always start with the list of what I want, and then I kind of cross check it with what Rachel and Blythe suggest that you carry. And so check those things out. And I'm so excited. I can't wait to order. What do you guys think? What's y'all's favorite thing? What are you loving?
You're frozen on my end.
The blue tassel thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I love that one. Who else? What else do you love? Anyone else?
The reversible tote for the pool.
So cute.
I love the tunics. All the tunics I love. I like the Parker sunglasses.
Yep.
I like the getaway. This is what I really love, which makes sense, is that travel makeup bag. I have a girl in New York that was ordering the black and white getaway, and she's like, I want something to put, like, I don't just want to drop my earrings in there. Like, I want little pouches, and the new travel case has like stuff for your delegates, and it tells you how to layer like your statements on the bottom, and then there's a layer, and the necklaces, and there's a layer. Like, I've been thinking, why don't we have something like that? So I love that.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a huge seller, and at $39, it's a really great.
It's so cheap. Yeah,
for them to throw in, for you to throw into a bag. Okay, so. Let's talk real quickly about the, Sylvetta is saying that she loves the new colorful bag and the makeup case. We love it too, Sylvetta. She was just chatting from her phone. And I know, I think that the getaway is going to be amazing. I think people are going to love that little combo. It's super cute and fun for summer. All right, so let's talk about the sign-up incentive. You guys, insane sign-up incentive. And I love that they put the graphic where you can see that number. Like if you sign up for $199, you get 700 in free jewelry. But let me show you guys. You guys understand how that works, right? When you sign up for $199, they're going to get $450 in free jewelry. Then they're going to sell 1,000, and then they'll get an additional 300. So it'll total 750. And Sarah and I were texting back and forth the other night, and she's like, "Really, 750 for $199? What's the catch?" And I was like, "There is no catch, but they have to sell $1,000 in their jump start and or their quick start. I think it's their first 30 days. Sell $1,000." And I was like, "That's awesome, because it's going to get rid of some of the kidnappers, the people that just want to sign up to." And here you are as a coach, and you're so excited, and you're coaching them, and you're trying to get them, onboarded, and all they really wanted was a bunch of free jewelry. So let me encourage you, when you are sponsoring and you're reaching out to people, if you have someone that only wants the free jewelry, they need to host a trunk show. You need to find stylists that are actually would love the extra income or would really love the opportunity. I'm not saying that someone who only wants the jewelry would not be a good stylist, but just really ask them, like, do you just want the free jewelry because we could be an awesome hostess? Or do you think you might actually want to do this as a business? So, but let me tell you, I really, really honestly think, and the more I've thought about sponsoring and how I've been sponsoring, how I've been talking to people about this, and Molly and I talked about this today. And I want to encourage you, if you feel like you're stuck in a place of sponsoring and it's just not working for you, reach out to me. Brooke and I have talked on the phone and done some role playing on the phone for booking for her last month. And then Molly called me today, and we chatted on the phone about words to say when you're sponsoring. And the one thing I told Molly, and I'll say it again, is that I think you have to come from a place of authenticity. I think you have to think about why you wanted to start Stella and Dot, and why you honestly think that it would be a good fit for whoever the lady is that you're talking to, or the friend that you're talking to. Either you think she's great because she really loves accessories and she's always super cute and people love to hang out with her, or you think it would be great because her husband's in the oil industry and you know that they're cutting back on hours, and you really believe that this is a really easy and flexible way for her to earn $1,000 a month for her family. Or it is the teacher who's about to be off for summer, and you think you're going to have your whole summer. Why don't you do a couple of trunk shows under your belt now, see if you like it. If you do, it can be something, instead of having to tutor all summer, you can do Stella and Dot. So think about that, and I want to encourage you. Sign-up incentives are the perfect reason to reach out to someone and just say, "I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but you should really think about this." So same, and Molly did this. She was called. How many people did you call today, Molly? Or how many people did you have on your list? You're muted. I can't hear you.
I have a huge list, but I got with 6 girls. I started like right when I saw the incentive last night, and text, and then picked up the phone or saw them at school during preschool drop off. And that's my daughter, Charlotte, and we were just going. I mean, I was booking them. I was, talking about sponsor, and then that's when I called Callie, and I was like, some of these girls are just, they're like, 2 of them told me no, and I was so glad they did, because I would have just kept owning and I don't want to do that. So she was like, you just go with your intuition and be authentic, and that's kind of how.
But how many? So you haven't sponsored yet, but how many shows have you booked?
I've got 4 for April, and I've got 2 for May, and I have got 1 for July. Today I booked.
Okay, so what she's doing is she's reaching out with the goal of sponsoring, and
right.
When they're saying no to sponsoring, she's like, okay, that's totally fine. I get it. Let's do a trunk show. Let's do a trunk show in April. And she's booked 4 for April, and that's amazing. So it only opens up another conversation for booking, and April is the perfect time to do autism awareness. Obviously, we have a new collection coming out. So think about that when you reach out for booking. What if you offered the stylist opportunity first, and then your backup was booking? So I love all of these things. I wanted to say real quick, it's almost, we have one more day at the end, left in the month. And I know that Emily has a trunk show tomorrow, I believe tomorrow night. Brooke has one tomorrow night. So these are not, I understand that these numbers are not legit yet because it's about the end of the month, but so far, top in sales on our team, Emily Combs, one of our newest stylists, with over $3,000 in sales. Brandy is at over $2,000, and Katie Barkley is at $1,689. Hello.
Oh, I was just saying that's brilliant. That's really good.
I know, it's awesome, right? And I know that, like I said, Brooke has a trunk show tomorrow night. Emily has another one, and I know Katie was working really, really hard today to get some more orders for her Style Fix Pass. But our glam earners, you guys, Emily Combs, coming in hot from the great state of Minnesota, already has 6,000 glam points. And Brandy has 5,375. I have no doubt that with Brooke having a trunk show tomorrow night, and lots of you guys hustling, that you're going to be getting the last day of those double points. Also, reach out to birthday customers. I have not done that yet, and that's on my list of things to do tomorrow. I'm calling every single one of my birthday customers and reminding them about their birthday rewards, since it's double points. But okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys about what I wanted. And Sylvetta is doing an online show right now. Hello, let's talk about multitasking. And she has a trunk show on Saturday. That's awesome, Sylvetta. So I wanted to tell you guys what I want our challenge to be. So we've kind of talked about being intentional with our business. And I think the reason that I love this is because I feel like I said, that I am thinking a lot about Stella and Dot, but I'm not actually putting things into practice. And one of the things that we did at Directors Retreat is that we created some goals for the year 2016. But instead of saying, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, we had to write it in the words of I am. So it is my goal to be on the beach in Costa Rica. So I wrote, I am a glam earner. I am a director, because I would love to promote to director by Hoopla. So I am a director. I actually wrote that I am in a bikini in Costa Rica is actually what I wrote, because I believe that I need like a physical representation of all the hard work that I've done with my business. And so that's how we wrote our goals. And I love that it was with intention instead of just I hope to be or I want to be. And so this is what I want you to do. Over the next 24 hours, I want you to think about what your goal is for April. And if that is with the sign-up incentive, if you really want to focus on sponsoring, or if you really want to focus on booking, if you really want to promote, I want you to write your goal down. So I am doing 4 trunk shows. I am sponsoring 3 new people in April. I am a star stylist in April. I am a senior stylist in April. And I want you to write it down on either your bathroom mirror, on a sticky note, and you're going to put it in your car. You're going to write it on as the screensaver on your phone. And I want you to post your picture on our Black Opal team page. And I want you to take a picture of what your goal is for April, but you're going to write it in the intentional voice instead of the good intention voice. So I am a stellar seller, which is selling $5,000, or whatever it is, your goal for your Stella and Dot business. And I want you to declare it to our team so that we can all hold each other accountable, and we're going to. And then I am actually not only going to pick 1, but I'm going to pick 2 winners of one of my favorite, and I swear to you, I think these are going to be one of my best sellers because they're a great price point, but the little FET bracelet, like the little friendship bracelet. So it's like the bar across the top and the little tassel at the bottom. It's going to be so cute, layered with everything. I feel like you just need to add one to every single order at a trunk show in April. So I'm going to give 2 of those away. And so you have 24 hours. So if you're watching this, you can do it as well. 24 hours. You're going to write a goal, post it somewhere in your house, snap a picture of it, and post it to our team page. 24 hours. Questions, comments, concerns? All right, you guys, I just really wanted to see your sweet faces because it's been a little while since we've all gotten together, but I am super, super excited about the 16th, and the Meet Stella and Dot is at 11, and then from 11 to 12, we got to figure something out about lunch, so we're going to be in talks about what we're going to do for that, but I am super excited to see all you guys in person, and please don't hesitate to reach out. I say this all the time, and I mean it fully, authentically, and honestly, that if you are struggling with something in your business, I'm not a mind reader. I have no idea what it is, so you just have to let me know, and let's get you on my calendar. Let's schedule a time like Brooke and I did, like Molly and I did. Let's talk about what you're struggling with, and let's fix it. And I'm going to know better what your goal is and how to help you whenever you post that in our team page. So everyone on board, you ready? Think about what your goal is. Say it with intention. Post it on our team page. Brooke, you're going to do all that in April? I can't, she's muted herself, but.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to do it all in April. It's not really that much.
What's it say?
Yeah, read
I'm
it
a
through.
senior stylist. I'm a stellar seller. I will book 4 trunk shows. I will sponsor 1 person. That's it.
Good girl.
It's going to happen.
I love it. Okay, post it on our team page.
I gotcha.
All right, you guys. Thanks for hanging tonight, and we will chat soon. Bye.
Thanks for your time, Kelly.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye. How do I hang up? Okay, Betsy.